Although post-game content is becoming more common in most games, not every excellent video game has or requires it. So in this video, I'm gonna show you some of the best video games that don't need a DLC to be amazing. Here we go! Stray's concept seems simple on paper, considering that it's a third-person POV game in which players take on the role of a cat. While it's not the only game in which players take on the role of a cat, it's one of the most popular. In Stray, players take on the role of an anonymous orange tabby cat who becomes separated from his family and becomes stranded in an undisclosed walled city. In this city, players must use their wits to make friends with robots and avoid sentry drones and sentient bacteria while unraveling the truths of what happened to humanity. The reason Stray works so well is in large part due to the amount of optional side quests and collectibles that players can seek out and the incredible level of heart. This is in addition to a host of potential adventures and paths that only a naughty kitty might conjure up. Hogwarts Legacy is for the legions of Harry Potter fans who have been begging for a game that emulates the magical environment of this beloved franchise. While the game takes place many years before the events of the films, Hogwarts Legacy tries its best to put players in the shoes of a fifth-year transfer student who becomes entangled in a nefarious scheme involving goblins, dark wizards, and other creatures. Aside from that, there are other things a prospective student may do at any given moment. There's a lot to do in Hogwarts Legacy, from taming magical beasts, to attending a variety of classes, to build connection with fellow students, and to learn new spells. There are also 50 extra side quests to complete at any time. Hogwarts is surely a magical place. There are indeed other Kingdom Hearts titles that are of greater quality than this solo release, especially in terms of duration. However, most of them feature DLC and additional post-game content. Kingdom Hearts 0.2, A Fragmentary Passage, on the other hand, contains none. In the context of 0.2, Keyblade Master Aqua is trapped in the realm of darkness as she ponders her mistakes following the end of Birth by Sleep. Aside from that, Aqua's suffering in Birth by Sleep 0.2 foreshadows the darkest parts of the then unreleased Kingdom Hearts 3, while also revealing the whereabouts of the Keyblade Master. While Astro's Playroom is not this lovely little robot's first appearance, it's certainly his first starting part. Regardless, this adorable platformer was a hidden little treasure of a game offered for free with PlayStation 5. Astro's Playroom continues to be a brilliant way to introduce new users to the DualSense 5's new controller layout as well as the PS5 technology, as the robot progresses through numerous elemental phases. There are no plot beats here, only enjoyment, which is a big part of the appeal. Astro's Playroom replay value is largely derived from the time trials that unlock after each stage is complete, but that doesn't stop players from putting it on whenever they feel like testing their reflexes. Furthermore, the interactive components of the stages, along with the really lively music, make this a treat. Despite the fact that none of the Uncharted games contain post-game content, the fourth installment stands apart. In Uncharted 4, players take on the role of Nathan Drake, who, after reuniting with his estranged brother Sam, attempts to uncover an old pirate treasure while pursuing his happy ending. The game benefits specifically from how nicely the Drake family story ties up, even up to and including an epilogue taking place a decade later. A large part of Uncharted 4 post-game appeal stems from a lot of modes and cheats available after finishing the original playing. Not to mention the amazing multiplayer option, which immerses players in the action as one of the franchise's numerous characters at any given time. Finally, there's enough unpredictable chaos and breathtaking locations in Uncharted 4 to keep things interesting without getting tedious. Now I know Red Dead Redemption 2 is kinda old, yet because of its extremely powerful story, it continues to set the standard for games in this day and age. However, while this is technically marketed as a sequel, it's in fact a prequel. Players take on the role of Arthur Morgan, a senior enforcer in the Vandal Lane gang, who is struggling to find his place in a world where cowboys are becoming less accepted. Red Dead Redemption 2 offers a high replay value on the other end of the scale. Because of the game's wide sandbox, much of it is supplied in plenty. However, there is so much to do without the need for DLC. Whether it's the sequel's morality system, the random unpredictability of the game's various NPCs, or even the online multiplayer component, which is still fairly popular. The massive and expansive open-world approach of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild was unlike anything Zelda fans had ever seen, and it was matched by a unique cel-shading art style to match it, and the sequel The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom only builds upon that further. The story in Tears of the Kingdom continues from the previous entry, whereas following the defeat of yet another rendition of Ganondorf, Link and Zelda explore the remains beneath Hyrule, where poison is seemingly being released to the kingdom at large. It's unknown if there will be another game in this part of Link's quest, but is regarded as a masterpiece for the Nintendo Switch. The beauty of the game is how much creativity and customization players can come up with. Hyrule has never been so expansive and inviting, especially with the addition of aerial locales. It's safe to say players will not want to leave this sprawling fictional kingdom anytime soon. So that's all the list. What do you guys think about it? Comment down below. Please press like and subscribe to our channel for more gaming content. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next video. Bye!